Hi everybody, Alex Deploy here from Expert Forex, and in this video I'm going to show you how to answer the 4 biggest questions when trading Forex robots. And they are: which EAs are the best, which currencies are the best, which time frames are the best, and then lastly, which settings are the best. And once you've got those 4 under control, you can become an incredibly successful Forex trader. And I'm going to show you how we get those 4 questions answered using a continuous improvement process. Now, the good thing about this process is that you don't have to do it. We actually do it for you. Now, in the background, you can see about 100 of the Forex robots that we trade to help our clients make those decisions and answer those 4 questions that I've mentioned. In total, I trade about 450 robots, and you'll see the benefits of trading a portfolio approach when trading Forex robots. So watch this video very carefully, because it could change the way you think about Forex robot trading and the results that you're currently getting. So as an introduction, we have created a portfolio of live trading accounts, trading the exact settings that our clients have access to. So in other words, we have plug and play settings, and we have the settings available on the EA factory website as a result of the optimization exercises. So we are trading those on live accounts, and they are the ones that will provide the information that you will see later on in the video. But just to give you a bit of a background to this live account portfolio, the purpose is to show risk control trading. In other words, the position sizing is such that it's very conservative. It's for at beginner level. It really makes sure that you never blow your account or that you get into any serious trouble. So it's a conservative way of trading. And also, the plug-and-play versions contain the best settings for Forex trading. Now, the portfolio that you'll see is also not a stable one. It undergoes continuous improvement process. In other words, we are always adding better settings, better currencies, better time frames, and better EAs to this portfolio. So it's a dynamic portfolio that changes continuously. But we try not to change it excessively, otherwise the EA doesn't have enough time to prove itself. So the portfolio shows the benefits of good position sizing and continuous trading. Continuous trading is very important because a lot of traders, they buy an EA, they put it in, and in the first week it has a few losing trades and they just stop trading. Forex robots have to be traded over a long period. It gives owners the examples of good settings, good currencies, and good trading approaches that are currently working on live accounts, so they can actually see it in action. It also hopefully encourages Forex robot traders from the incorrect belief that you can put all your eggs in one basket. Using all your eggs in one basket, in other words, trading one currency, one time frame, one set of settings, and one EA. So in other words, you're only trading one EA. You are putting all your eggs in a basket, and you're either going to be extremely lucky or unlucky, and that is a very high-risk way of trading. What you'll also see is that success does not depend on finding that magic setting or the magic EA. Depends on managing a portfolio of dynamic trading EAs. So let's have a look at that in a lot more detail. So typically what I would do is I would review the portfolio every weekend to improve profitability, and what I would do is I would change EAs, I would change currencies, I change time frames, position sizing, sometimes even change the settings, or I would change the amount that I'm investing in a particular EA. So if I have, let's say, 6 accounts of 1,000 each, I might go to 4 accounts of 1,000 each if it is a highly risky EA. I would drop unsuccessful accounts and replace them with alternative accounts that have proved themselves in a laboratory type of environment. And I'll always be experimenting with alternative trading approaches. So the portfolio approach is one that you actually can do over a weekend. You don't need to make many changes. In fact, there are weekends where I make no changes whatsoever. Okay, so on your screen now, you can see a summary of the status of the portfolio that we have running to help our clients find the best EAs, the best settings, the best currencies, and the best time frames. And let me explain in a little bit more detail. So if you look down here, you'll see there's $74,000 being traded. That means that there are 74 accounts trading the various EAs that we offer. And we're not trading all our EAs, we are trading the ones that have the best profit potential. So where you see 3,000 as the number there, it means there are 3 accounts trading the Dream Machine 1 hour. And if you want more detail about those accounts, I'll show you later on how to get more detail. The first batch of EAs that you see here, the Dream Machine, the Grid Trend Multiplier, and the Make Money EA, are plug and play EAs. And you can see that the plug and play. And in fact, the plug and play EAs are generating a 4.5% return at this stage. That's trading all the possible plug and play settings that an owner of those 3 EAs can trade, which means there are 34 alternatives. And you can see also that the Grid Trend Multiplier is by far the most successful EA under the plug and play versions, and also under the other versions which are trading the optimized settings provided by EA Factory. Then further, you can see that the moving average multiplier is battling. There's a lot of negatives there, and the time of day EA is not doing well. That's minus 8% at the moment. So if you look at the overall results here, you can see the plug and play versions are nicely positive, and the optimized settings are providing a small loss, a risk controlled loss again, because we're not trading aggressive lot sizing. So overall, taking all of these 74 accounts into account, we are making a small profit. Now, the purpose of this portfolio is not so much to maximize profit, because this is our, what I would call a beginner portfolio. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to find what makes money and what doesn't make money, because it's as important to know which doesn't make money as what it is to know what makes money. So there's a lot of really great information that you can see there, and it answers the first question that it answers is which EA is the most successful, and you can immediately see that the Grid Trend Multiplier is the most successful. Then we need to go and have a look at which currencies, which time frames, and which settings are the best, and the names really do indicate more or less what they are, and I'll show you that in a little bit more detail. Then what we've done is we've taken the strategies and we've summarized them in terms of sideways market strategies, trending strategies, hybrid strategies. Hybrid is where the EA trades both trending and sideways markets, and then we have random market strategies, and you can see the sideways EAs are performing by far the best over the other strategies. And what that tells us, and what it tells me as a portfolio trader, is that the market is in a sideways phase. It reacts better to sideways EAs than it does to trending EAs. And you can see we are investing more in sideways market EAs, and that's part of the type of thing that you can do when you're doing portfolio. You invest more in what's doing well, and you invest less in what's doing poorly. So we have classified our EAs in terms of the type of markets it likes trading in. Then what we've also done is we've gone into these portfolios and extracted the best account in each of the portfolios, and as you can see, all of the EAs except for the time of day EA, have been nicely positive. So what we're saying is our EAs are positive if you have selected the right currency, the right time frame, the right settings, and the right EA. All of them are nicely positive. And even here where you see the moving average multiplier trend strategy overall has a minus 3.8% negative, in fact, one of the accounts there had a 10% gain, which is actually quite a big gain if you look at the overall results. So it just shows you that you can still find the diamonds amongst all of these EAs. And this is what I do, is I analyze. This is my main control panel, and I then analyze these in a little bit more detail to find what works and what doesn't work, and which currencies we stay away from, which time frames we have to stay away from. For instance, the Dream Machine we've split into 1 hour strategies and 4-hour strategies, and you can see the 4-hour strategy is by far better than the 1 hour. So I'm already gaining a lot more information about that. The make money very similar. You can see the 4 hours made a bigger loss than the 1 hour. So we know that the 4 hours are a little bit more dangerous to trade, and that type of thing. So a lot of information comes out of this summary, and I'll show you where to find these summaries. They are freely available to our clients as well as our prospective clients to study and decide on which EA they want to use, which combinations of EAs they want to use, and so on. Okay, so where's all this information available? And I'm going to just show you, here's the Expert Forex forum. Forums are over 10 years old. It's been around for a while, and we have in it our owners support forums. All the owner of the EAs can come here and get more information about the EAs, but we also have the live account portfolios, and there they are. And here you can find all the portfolios that I was talking about. And here's the total robot portfolio, the one that I've just shown you. All the plug and play versions. And here's the weekly portfolio summary. So if I click here, for instance, you will go to, and I'll click on the last one that was done, and you can then see exactly what I've just shown you on the other slide previously, and there's the same table, and you can have a look at the observations about that at that point in time, and general actions that are planned for this particular portfolio. So there, all the information is there. You can go and click on each EA to get more information about the portfolio that they are trading, and you can go and find the currencies and timeframes and settings that you need. So let's go and do that. Let's go back to the weekly summary. So let's say you're a prospective client and you want to purchase an EA. You come to the summary and you say, gee, this GTM aggressive is really doing very well, and it's made a 26% return in the last 6 to 7 weeks. That is I'm pretty interested in that particular EA. So now what you can do is go to that EA's section in the forum. So let's do just that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out here, and we're going to go to the grid trend multiplier section. So I'll click on grid trend multiplier, and here we can see the grid trend multiplier is doing pretty well. It's got an almost 100% success rate and doing pretty well. But we're interested in which settings and which currency is the best. So in order to do that, I click on the link that takes you to something similar to this. Yep, there's the same information. And I click on this tab to see the accounts that make up this particular portfolio. And there are the accounts. You can see they're all positive. They all started with 1,000, and they all well over 1,000 in balance. But this particular one is the highest. So just read the name: Grid Trend Multiplier, Plug and Play, US CAD Aggressive. So you immediately know that if you're buying the Grid Trend Multiplier and you're using the Plug and Play version, you should be selecting the USD CAD, and you should be selecting the aggressive settings. Now, just to show you how easy it is to use the plug and play version, I'm going to just quickly load that particular setting into my grid trend multiplier plug and play EA. So here are the settings for the grid trend multiplier plug and play, and we said it was the Canadian. So there's only 4 currencies you can choose from, so we're going to choose the Canadian. We said the aggressive is the best one. I'm just going to go for $1,000 in this particular case, and I'm going to say I want to stop trading if there's a drawdown bigger than 30%, and that's it. All I need to do now is click on OK, and I will be trading. That's how easy our plug and play versions are, and that's how you can find the settings that are used on our plug and play versions. Very easy. So let's go back to the main summary for the week, and you can see there we've just had a look at the grid trend multiplier, and we now know that if we use the US CAD settings, aggressive settings, we will get the best results there. But so let's have a look at how you can find the best settings for the EAs that use optimized settings. So let's just go down here, and just out of interest, let's go and have a look at the moving average multiplier trend. Here's one that's made 10%. So again the idea is to go to the MAM live accounts, and I'll just do that, and there they are, the moving average multiplier. We click on that one, and again we're going to see the portfolio that makes up that particular group, and there we are. You can see it's making us, it started like a really well and has gone down quite badly in the last few weeks, but that's what we're interested in. We're interested in finding the best settings that make up this particular portfolio. Now, just out of interest, I'm actually going to click on this one that has portfolio behind it, because I want to show you how you can control your portfolio. This column here tells me that my portfolio is up to date and it's updating regularly. And there is the portfolio, and we're going to just go into statement. Now, it might have changed because this is now 2 days after doing that particular. Oh, there we are. We still have it there. We've got our MAM using a trend method, and it is the pound yen 1 hour. So it's trading the 1 hour. So it answers our question. That's the time frame. It's trading the pound yen, which is the currency. It answers the currency question. The MAM, it answers the EA question, and it answers the strategy that we're using. So, and it's strategy number 2. So firstly, let's just kind of have a look at that one in a little bit more detail. And you can see it hasn't had a smooth ride. It is a real account, and it is nicely up at the moment. So the only question we haven't answered is, where are these settings? And remember, it's the pound yen 1 hour trend settings that we're looking for. So let's go and find them. So to find them, we go back to our summary here, and you'll see there's the overall summary, and then there are the 4 strategies, which are sideways, MA only, both, and trend. So we'll go down to the bottom, and there are all the settings. So we were looking for the pound yen, and there we are. It's actually the first setting that cropped up. There we have moving average multiplier, it's the trend, it's the pound yen 1 hour. So there are the settings. You click on that, and you can download that set file and use it in your EA. So as you can see, we've answered a lot of questions here. We've identified the best EA. Best EA is the grid trend multiplier. We've identified the best types of EAs. So the sideways EAs are the best at the moment, and that can change as the market changes. We've identified which are the best portfolios, and then we've gone and found the best account, and that has answered the question, what is the best currency, what is the best time frame, and what are the best settings. So what more do you want? You can use that on a weekly basis to check the progress of EAs and to see which ones are the best and which settings to use. So because we're trading 74 accounts, if you just focus on the top 20 accounts, you will make incredibly good gains with your forex trading. And as you can see here, back at our summary page, 19,000 is more or less just over, it's over 20% of the total. So the top 20% that we have here generated 7% return compared to the overall return of just slightly positive. But again, you can see that the plug and play versions have really registered a very nice healthy 11.7% return, with the best one being 26%. A new trader can immediately come in and focus on the EAs that are working, the currencies that are working, and also the time frames and settings, and therefore save a lot of research and homework that they have to do. Just a reminder that all 74 of these accounts are traded on live accounts of $1,000 each. That also answers your question, how do these EAs perform on live accounts? Now, I've shown you quite a lot of information here, so what I would suggest is rewatch the video if you need to, study these tables that I've shown you. Also, go to the Expert Forex forum and look at those live accounts, look at those portfolios, to see how you can find answers to the basic Forex Robot trading questions. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've learned something or got some ideas on how to improve your Forex Robot trading and your Forex trading results. As always, the links to any items mentioned in the actual video are available in the description of the video as well as in the commentary of the video. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio and great trading.